Question to you guys, do you ever wonder how to get max the best way or how to get good at the game? In this video I'm going to be teaching you guys everything you have to know about Blox rules, starting from first C and then second C and then third C. Starting from first C, before you start playing this game you should know one thing first, which are codes. In Blox rules they are very useful and powerful. Don't forget they also have a YouTube account where they post videos and they feature a lot of codes, meaning they drop a new code every now and then. They also have permanent codes which do not even expire, but you should use your codes properly. Like, don't use them all at once. What if you go AFK and then you have 1 hour exp boost? It's just gonna go to waste. And also don't use the codes where the grinding is too hard. Like, for example, you're grinding but you keep dying to the NPCs. Yeah, don't use the codes there, bro. Grinding. The grinding system for Blox rules is going to be repetitive in a lot of places. But don't worry, I'm going to be telling us the best ways to make the grinding way easier. Such as hitting multiple NPCs and then gathering them at the same time and then just killing them, which makes the grind way easier. Blox rules is one of the main things when coming to this game. There are like a lot of ways to obtain them. For example, you can buy a fruit from the Blox rules dealer NPC, which you can find at the starter island, or you can try to gamble from Mr. Zeolus himself. You're probably getting scammed by him though. Lastly, picking a fruit that spawns every 60 minutes, which becomes 45 minutes on weekends. Anyway, since you're starting on first C, you have to know that this game is big and there's various useful things that you should get to make your life way easier, such as saber, fighting styles, aura, flash step, and sky jump. If you guys don't know what saber is, it's probably gonna be your first legendary sword unless you become a pay to win and buy a dark blade, which is available on the shop for 1.2k Robux. But you don't really have to buy dark blade to progress faster. I don't even suggest getting dark blade, but however you're gonna need saber in order to get the instant. And why do you need instant? So you can dodge. Now, fighting styles, why do you need fighting styles? So you can get rid of your combat. You don't really have to get a fighting style, like it's not mandatory, but what is mandatory is getting aura. You need aura to hit elemental type NPCs. If you don't have aura, the only way to damage them is by using your fruit, but still you're gonna need aura because it gives you defense buffs and attack buffs. And now flash step. Why do you need flash step? You just do. You're gonna thank me once you level up later in the game. And lastly, sky jump. When you get a few extra jumps, it's most likely make your grinding way faster. Basically, you can just gather some NPCs and then sky camp and not take damage, which is gonna help you out a lot. And now finally, after first C comes second C. When you get into the second C, I really suggest that you get a private server because many bounty hunters might try to kill you here and they will ruin your grind. And now for the important items. One of the items are gravity cane. You should be able to get this very early in the game because this is one of the best swords to get. You can get this sword by killing Vegeta located in the green island. Aside from gravity cane, most of the swords in second C are really good for grinding besides some exceptions. Aside from grinding, you should also focus on getting the V2 version of the first C fighting styles you got, as they will not only help you in second C but also third C. And for your goal in second C, you need to grind until you're strong enough to do raids and awaken your fruit. And your second goal should be to get everything obtainable in second C. Never forget, the more stuff you have, the better you will be. And your third goal should be to get raise V3, as it's really important. You're gonna see why later in third C. And now finally you have made it to the third C. Most of the people will try to start PvPing, but I don't suggest starting to PvP before your max level because you're absolutely going to be destroyed, because the majority of the people in third C are max in both in level and also in stats. So it would not really be that smart to fight them when you are not max level. That is why you should stack up on swords, res V4, accessories, and so many other stuff that are available in Blox rules. But the first most important item would be the cursed dual katana. You may ask, how do I get cursed dual katana? You're gonna get that by combining two legendary swords, which are Yama and Toshito. And the second most important item would be the soul guitar, because this gun kind of makes you blind. That's the only buff of this gun and it's super useful. And the third important item would be Pale Scarf because it grants 2 extra instinct dodges. And the next important item would be Spiky Trident, so you can begin your PvP journey in Blox. Yippee! And for the important part, you're gonna be needing God, Human, Sanguine, Art, and Scrolls. And your goal in 3rd C would be to get your level to max. Don't PvP until you're max, bro, please. After you get max, you should get Raise V4 and you should also be getting your Instinct version 2. And also bounty, but that's kind of optional, it depends on you. But having high bounty can also give you extra defense and buff, and with that you have officially become one of the strongest players in Blox. That's all going to be it for today's video. Bye bye.